Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly. Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
Welcome, Harding Stadium, High Valley Sports Online, bringing you another edition of high school football, Ohio Week 8. Here from Harding Stadium on Reno Field, you got Steubenville Big Red hosting Taylor Allderdice from Pittsburgh. This broadcast and all broadcasts are brought to you by Guida Law Officers, Beryl Ford, Beryl Toyota, Signs Limited, Capital Recovery System, Berryman Chemicals, Ed Sports, Best Western at Franciscan Square, Trinity Health System, IBEW Local 246, J.E. Foster Funeral Home, Steve's Fish and Chips, Marcino Enterprises, Hauser's Furniture, Josephine's Carryout, Commissioner Eric Timmons, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Dr. John Figgle, Ohio Motor Group, Naples, Target Shop, Soft Type Federal Credit Union, National Coal Oil Company, TS Electric, Mario's Italian Restaurant, Bert's Hot Dogs, Isla Law Offices, Apollo Pro Cleaning, Anthony Mining Company, M&M Hardware, The Electric Oh, It's Electric, Uncle Johnny Delivers, Cedar One Realty, Corey Wingate, Valley Converting, Attorney Adam Martello, Wintersville Trophy Shop, Mosty Funeral Homes, Stickles Law Offices, Bennigan's, Franciscan University of Steubenville, Hood's Pharmacy, Total Sports Connection, Friendly Tavern, Lancia Villa Royale, Viking Poker Social Club, Swearingen Bat Company, Rawson's Mulch and More, Richard Poe Financial Advisor, Main Street Bank, Economy Lawn Care, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Bradley Lawnscape. From Harding Stadium for Steve Daly and Dan Bogle, this is Ray Suckoch as Steubenville Big Red takes on the one-win Taylor Allderdice from Pittsburgh. Tonight's officials, we want to mention referee Jimmy Sperlazza, Joe Michaels, Dan Cursina, Matt Young, and Vince Levi. I want to welcome you here. We're going to go Steve Daly. Stevie, tell us a little bit about the preview. What do you got going, Steve?
Well, I want to recap real quick last week's game, and then we'll get into tonight's game. So last week, Big Red's coming off a win against Lindsley, 27-19, to move to 6-1 on the year. They led 21-0 at the half. The first score came with 6:02 left to play in the first quarter. Key was a 25-yard completion to Isaac Hill. On 4th and 5, Manning would sneak that in for the score. Xavier Falk scores from 4 yards out to put Big Red up 14-0 with a minute left to play in the first. Following an interception by Keith Lewis, Kyjon Bryant scores from 1 yard out to make it 21-0 with 4:10 to play in the half. The second half starts with Lindsley scoring on their first drive after Cowan scrambles and finds Luca Trulos for a 73-yard score. Next drive, Lindsley scores on a 60-yard pass to Jackson Murray on a great play fake. Had us all fooled upstairs, everywhere. And Lindsley trails 21-13 entering the fourth quarter. With 2 minutes left to play, Manning finds Lee Anthony Sewell for a 36-yard score. 30 seconds later, Lindsley scores on a 59-yard TD pass to Malte Field. A false start on 4th and 2 forces Big Red to punt with 1:15 to play. The game ended after a couple confusing plays where game clock had to be reset and a Hail Mary attempt falls incomplete. However, the throw was made past the line of scrimmage and would have been nullified anyway. On the night, Lindsley did a good job of holding Big Red run game in check. Aiden Manning attempted 25 passes and threw for 190 yards and a score. I really felt last week going into that game that would be the key. I felt that Manning would have to make some plays for Big Red to win, and he was definitely able to do that. On the season, Aiden Manning is 93 for 149, 63% for 1,176 yards and 7 touchdowns. Isaac Hill has caught 46 passes for 657 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Lee Anthony Sewell has caught 12 passes for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Xavier Falks, although he's only played 4 games, he missed a couple games due to injury, has carried the ball 107 times for 631 yards and 11 touchdowns. Big Red is averaging 32 points per game, and they've allowed 20.7 points per game. They currently sit at number 2 in the computer rankings in Division 4, Region 15. For Taylor Allderdice, the Dragons, they enter the game at 1-5. They play out of the Pittsburgh City League. They start off the year 0-5, losing to North Allegheny 61-0. Altoona 35-21, Dover 47-14, Perry Academy 14-8, and Westinghouse 20-2. Their lone win came last week versus Brashear 24-8. In that win versus Brashear a week ago, DeAndre Hill had 20 carries for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. Azarick Jeter had 3 interceptions. The Dragons will utilize 3 different quarterbacks here tonight. Mecca Butler is the starter, but Jeter and Mark Stuckey will also take snaps. Allderdice returns 6 starters offensively and defensively from a year ago. Their leading rusher from a year ago, Terrell James, returns. He was highly touted entering the season. They are big. They're physical on the offensive line. Edward Sims anchors that line at 6'2", 330. And Braden Clark, 5'10", 295, was highly talented coming into the season as well. As Coach Suckox has said, the change of quarterback has helped them. Butler is much more mobile. Defensively, they try to force teams into throwing the ball. They'll load up to stop the run. They're a very athletic team. They average 11.5 points per game, but they allow 30.8 points per game. They're coached by Jerry Hazlitt, who's in his 15th season with Taylor Allderdice. The biggest issue that they will face, and it will be difficult to overcome, is their depth. They don't have a whole lot of guys on the roster. As far as the matchup goes, the way I see it, as we know, Big Red plays a lot of people. They'll rotate 3 tailbacks, 3 fullbacks. They'll play several different receivers and tight ends. They rotate people on the offensive line, and they keep players fresh on defense as well. So this can take a toll, and will take a toll, I believe, on Allderdice. It'll be interesting to see if Big Red comes out and plays up-tempo early on. We've seen them in the past utilize a no-huddle in order to score quickly and put a team on its heels and wear down the opposition. Big Red cannot take this team lightly by any means. And I believe that Coach Sack and his staff will have his team fully prepared. if they come out and execute the way they're capable, take care of the football, limit the pre-snap mistakes that we saw a little bit last week, this game should be handled and decided in Big Red's favor, I believe.
Well, Stevie, on that point right there that you're talking about, I mean, we've talked all year about the brutal schedule Big Red has played,
Right.
and this team is definitely not on the level of the opponents that Big Red has played, and Big Red needs that at this time of year.
No. It would be in their favor tonight to come out, jump up, get on top quickly, and you know what? Get those guys a rest. They've played 7 physical games up to this point. So, hey, why not come out, go that up-tempo, throw those different formations as you do that. We've seen them do that in the past against teams coming in. Try to get up quick as you can, as many points as you can early, and get those guys out and give them a rest. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean, we're not being disrespectful in
No,
any
not
way
at
to
all.
Allderdice.
Not at all.
It's
Not
just
at
a
all.
matter of we've seen Big Red play, and being Big Red people and Big Red fans,
Comparably speaking, we know what we're dealing with.
Exactly,
And it's
exactly.
no disrespect to anybody.
We think it's great for Big Red to be able to have a game such as this. We got about 8.5 minutes to go before our Commissioner Eric Timmons kickoff. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about pregame.
The Ohio Valley. Hi, I'm Commissioner Eric Timmons. I'm passionate about local sports and I support our youth in their endeavors. Good luck to all area teams this season.
Vote for Ted Gorman for the 5th Ward City Council seat in Steubenville. He's a longtime resident of our city. He decided to run for local office because he believes in and cares about this community. Ted has a proven track record of working with people and managing organizations. His philosophy is that we are stronger together and can make a difference. He is a proven leader who gets things done and has a vision for our city. It's time for a new approach with common sense thinking. Please vote for Ted Gorman to represent the 5th Ward on November 7th. This ad is paid for by the committee to elect Ted Gorman. The crew at Ohio Valley Sports Online appreciates our sponsors like the Target Shop. The Target Shop has all your fall sports gear. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
Hi, this is Rita from the Target Shop. Stop in this weekend for 15% off all in-stock items. We are located in the Hollywood Plaza around the corner from Office Max. Good luck to all area teams.
At Poe Financial, Richard Poe can help you with all your financial needs, from retirement planning to investment management. With his expertise and guidance, you can feel confident about your financial future. Richard Poe is a 1971 graduate of Steubenville High School, and he lives out of the area, but he loves the Ohio Valley. Richard Poe wishes good luck to all area teams and is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Thanks, Fort Steuben Maintenance, for sponsoring Big Red head football coach Reno Suckoch on the Ohio Valley Sports Online Coaches Show.
Ohio Motor Group has 3 locations: Steubenville, Bridgeport, and St. Clairsville. Let Ohio Motor Group show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. They believe in fair pricing, superior service, and treating every customer right. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find a car that is fit for your budget. Ohio Motor Group, with 3 locations to serve you. Check them out right now. OhioMotorGroup.com. Find your next ride.
The Jefferson County General Health District provides public health services focused on community wellness, disease prevention, and protection where Jefferson County residents live, work, learn, and play.
Jefferson County Health District, here to serve you.
Hauser Furniture prices won't be beat. Sofas starting at $4.99, recliners starting at $3.59, sectionals starting at $9.99, queen mattresses and box springs starting at $3.99. Complete bedroom suite starting at $8.99. 5-piece dinette set starting at $4.99. Carpet with padding and installation as low as $2.89 per square foot. Hauser's absolutely will not be undersold.
Hauser's has it. Hauser's has it all.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning.
Halftime is sponsored by Berryman Chemicals in memory of Eleanor and Douglas Red Naylor, supporting area youth since 1960 through academic and sports scholarships, mentorship, and community spirit. Good luck to all area teams from Berryman Chemicals.
This broadcast is brought to you by Ohio Valley Sports Online, your sports authority. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instantly notified when we go live on our next broadcast, only on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
All right, we're back here at Harding Stadium. Pink is the color. It's October, and you can see pink in Breast Cancer Awareness Month sprinkled throughout the crowd. A very good thing to see there. Steve, you want to get back to the game here. You know, Jimmy DiCarlo is on assignment. He'll be with us tomorrow as the Crusaders host Bridgeport. Jimmy will be calling the play-by-play, along with one of our newest hires, Tony Lelly, former Brook Bruin great, Marshall University graduate. He'll be on the air. Me and Stevie will be on assignment as well tomorrow. So that's the lineup there for what we got going on. You know, let's get back to the game, Steve. I mean, as Bigger is about to come on, just had the national anthem. I mean, 8th week of Ohio football, Steve, already.
It's unbelievable. I told my wife Janet before I left the house, I said, you know, it's hard to believe it's week 8 high school football already. You know, we're going into week 6 tomorrow on the college level. We had a bye in week 1, so it's actually technically week 7. Everybody says fastest 10 weeks of the year. There's no doubt about it. I mean, these weeks are flying by. If you stay as busy as I do, between teaching and coaching and doing this and everything else, I'm telling you, I lose track of what day it is, whatever, but can't believe it's October 6th tonight, correct?
Absolutely,
6th,
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, Stevie, I was born to be retired. You know, as Dan Vogel was retired as it is.
I'll be there hopefully sooner rather than later.
Had a great day today with at Steubenville Country Club at the President's Golf Classic. You know, I want to thank Joe Wallace for his hospitality. Getting back to this game, Steve, I mean, I just want to talk about the improvement of Aiden Manning. I mean, like, you know, first-year starter, people, you got to understand something. It's the first time as a senior stepping in to the starting lineup, and, Steve, we've seen him get better each and every week. A lot of weapons. He got a lot of week. He got a lot of weapons, Steve, but I'll tell you, he has gotten better, and he really had his coming out party, I think, against Lindsley in what he did.
In my opinion, he manages the game very, very well. I mean, he does what's asked of him. Doesn't make mistakes. You know, I said it last week. I said it last week on game. I said it in the pregame. I thought he would have to make a couple plays last week against Lindsley in order to be a difference maker, and he definitely did. You know, they had a 4th and 5 on their first drive where he had Isaac Hill for a big completion that led to their first touchdown. And then end of the game when Lindsley's trying to creep back into it, crawl back into it, you know, he goes play action, boot flood into the boundary, and he finds Lee Anthony Sewell for a 35-yard touchdown, and that was it. That was the difference in the game. Really, if you look at it, that was the big difference in the game. Those 2 throws in critical key moments he was able to make. And you know, he seems so calm doing it. You know, he hits the guys, he hits the checkdowns, he runs when he has to run. I think he's doing a fantastic job. I really do.
Well, glad to see that we got Big Red out on the field, still waiting for Allderdice. Reno Sucklot, somebody mentioned to me, I think he's going I know it don't mean anything to him, who's just brought to my attention, 420 tonight. I want to say hello to everybody listening in and welcome you all back here. Tommy Gardner, David Stringer, Robert Reed, and Mary Barnes. Roll Red. We're back in action here. Opening kickoff brought to you by Commissioner Eric Timmons. The halftime is going to be sponsored by Berryman Chemicals. We're going to have a longtime friend of Big Red supporter, board member Pete Barron. Timeouts brought to you by Mario's Italian Restaurant, First Downs Capital Recovery System. Player of the game brought to you by the Electric O. It's electric. Red Zone, Guida Law Offices. Extra Points brought to you by the Jim Huggins family. Touchdowns brought to you by Apollo Pro Cleaning. And our out-of-town scoreboard, which we're going to try and give you tonight, is brought to you by Fort Steuben Maintenance. Big Red on the field. We didn't get a chance to see the toss. Big Red looks to me to have their receiving team on the field.
I'm pretty sure that Allderdice won the toss and deferred. I'm pretty sure.
I see some familiar names out there on the kickoff team. Elijah Mullins, Noogie Kernahan, Brody Suckoch, Sabron Felton, Trayvon Wiggins, Zotique Douglas, and Jackie Muntz on the receiving team, as well as Lucas McAllister, Minifield, Felton, and I believe my man, Kajon Clark Bryant.
Who's all these little guys running across?
This is going to be, it must be elementary night here. Long-standing tradition. Me and my buddy Roger Micker used to be involved in that, Meek.
Look at all them little guys.
All pink shirts.
I love it.
That's Ross Ikovich under the direction of Teddy Gorman running this elementary night. And there they go. They're going to sit on the other side of the field. You know, I was involved in that many, many years ago as elementary sports coordinator, and Ross, who I had in 7th grade at Grant School, carrying on the tradition, getting them on the field and putting them on the other side of the field, keeping them out of harm's way.
There's a bunch of them.
We got the Commissioner Eric Timmons kickoff. Big Red set to receive. Felton in the middle, deep. Flanked by Bryant and Minifield. Going to be Felton at the 10.
He's got a seam. He's
got a seam. Goodbye.
He's gone.
Sabron Felton going to take it 90 yards to the house. That's the way you get off the schneid right there, Stevie. That's the way you get things going.
You want a quick start? There it is right there. 90 yards, touchdown, Sabron Felton. Nice setup by the return team. He hit the seam, and he didn't break stride.
Boy, Steve, we saw the seam up here. I mean, that Big Red was really blocking people there. Brody Suckots to hold, and Cole Bowers the kick. Cole Bowers, super athlete at Big Red. Gets it all from his mother, Melissa Bowers.
They usually do, Coach.
Hey, I ain't got no complaints on that, man.
Listen, Coach Sack says it. They get their toughness from their moms, and I can attest to that.
Amen. Good snap, down, Bowers up. Good. 7-0 Big Red. 12 seconds in the game. We'll be right back. Let's take a quick break, Danny.
TR Landscape and Design.
Okay, we're still here then. We got Justin Banks out on the field, getting his kickoff team ready. Assisted by Stephen Herring out there. Big Red's kickoff team, Kylie Hopkins, Lawson Lewis, McAllister, Jameer Fulks, Bryant, Minifield, Suckoch, Bowers to kick off, Kale Simmons, Kylie Simmons, and Julius Mullins. Bowers the kick.
Allderdice was way up close.
Wow. Can't be that short on Cole. Kicks it into the end zone. Beautiful start, Steve. Can't get no better. Run back to kick off, then kick the ball in the end zone.
Yeah. Pin them back at their own 20. I don't want to jinx anybody, but what a change in the weather forecast as well. They were calling for rain tonight, and it's it's cleared out and beautiful right now.
Absolutely. Beautiful night for football here. Reno Suckoch Field inside Harding Stadium.
So Allderdice could come out, and they are tight end left, flanker left, split right, pistol, I formation, offset to the right. They'll hand off to the fullback underneath, and that's going to be stopped for a loss. Loss of about 2, maybe 3.
Number 54 makes the tackle, busted through the backfield. Noah West. You'll hear that name a lot tonight. Big Red playing well defensively. You know, Santonio Brown.
Not sure who the carrier was for Allderdice there.
Peyton Gorby. Noah West on the front. Big Red playing a 3-5-3.
Now they break the huddle 3 by 1. 3 receivers to us, the wide side, single left, sidecar left in the gun. Takes a snap, draw, and again, nothing going. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Says
Gang tackled inside there. Hopkins led the charge.
It's going to be about 3rd and 12 for the Dragons.
That was DeAndre Hill with the carry. So they've got 2 rushes for no yards. For -3, as a matter of fact, 3rd and 13.
Now they break and they go true 2-by-2 spread, sidecar right to the wide side here.
All defensive linemen standing up for Big Red. Jeter throws
Looking
it.
to throw, almost picked. That was almost picked. Mullins had a hand on it. Brody Suckoch had a hand on it. Went through both their hands, though. I think if either one intercepts that, it could be returned for a touchdown.
Yeah,
but
can't get a better chance than that, Stevie.
So that's going to force Allderdice to punt. Brody Suckoch back deep to return. Inside of the 50. He's in Allderdice territory to return.
So what a great start for Big Red here. Going to get the ball in good field position. Punt high. Brody's going to get away and short. As he go out of bounds at about the 43. Big Red's going to take over.
Great field position, just the way you want to start this game.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't write the script better, Steve. I tell you, Big Red's going to start their first offensive set on the right hash going towards the scoreboard from the 45-yard line.
Big Red breaks the huddle. They come out. Tight end, flanker right, split left, wing left. Manning under center.
It'll be the first penalty of the night.
False start on Big Red. As those pre-snap mistakes. I mean, we saw them last week in the second half.
Talked to Coach Suckoch about that at the coaches show on Wednesday at Bennigan's. Very upsetting. He thought it might have been a little bit of an emotional thing there. Very emotional game against Lindsley.
So now they'll be 1st and 15, right hash. Handoff left. Folks.
Ooh, good
tackle. Chop down. Number 7 there.
Damian Scott.
Damian Scott for the Dragons. Nice open field tackle to chop down Folks. Keep him to a gain of about 1. So 2nd and 14. We'll call it 13 and a half. Left hash here. Big Red now split right, wing right. Offset eye to the right out of the gun. They flip it out of the backfield to Minifield. He's going to pick up about 6, we'll call it. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 7.
Big Red out quickly, Steve. They're moving. Kernahan, tight end on the left, going to go in motion, I'm sure.
We see the same formation. They got that offset eye from the gun. Handoff now to Minifield. It's going to be stopped after about a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 from the Dragons' 40. I'd imagine Big Red's going to go for this.
It didn't get much here, Stevie. I was surprised. Looked like it was going to be a power left, and Minifield cut it back. Must have saw something. Gets a little yardage.
Got to follow that gap scheme blocking. Stay true to what you're blocking. Tight end left. 2 receivers left, so it was tight end trips left. Little pop pass to the tight end Kernahan there. Jace Kernahan will pick up the first down. I love the pop pass. I love it. Teams don't do it enough.
Jace Kernahan.
They don't do it enough.
Tough senior football player. Catches the ball in traffic. Manning threw him a bullet. Pick him up for the first down.
Big Red now. Flanker left, split right, wing left. Manning fakes, throws. He has, I believe that's Hill, down
Beautiful.
inside the 15.
Manning put the ball on the money. Timing route. Hill went down about 13 yards and turned outside and just held his ground. Manning put the ball on the money for Hill's first catch. He's the big threat. But Lee Anthony Sewell asserted himself last week as well, Steve.
So Big Red's going to have 1st and 10 from the 13.
That's another capital recovery system first down. Manning under center.
Fakes, deep drop, throw underneath, to the fullback. That was a tailback, actually. I think it was Minifield, maybe.
No, that was Kernahan.
Was that Kernahan?
Yeah, he slid underneath like a tight end.
Just a little wide, like arrow route or shoot route there off the play action.
My man Noogie got his second catch. Got 1 for 8 and another 1 for 1. Kernahan 2 catches on the game.
2nd and 9 for the Big Red. We're going to go back to that offset eye look out of the gun.
Different
Split
look,
left,
Steve.
Wing left, different look, yes.
Falk's running hard.
They're going that different look. They're going that offset eye, but they're running back away from the offset eye. So, they're giving you 2 receivers to the left, offset eye to the left, but they're running action back away from it. Now they'll go conventional here. Eye backfield, handoff, stretch play left, and he's into the end zone.
Absolutely.
That's
That was
Kajon Bryant.
Yeah, nice easy run for a touchdown. Big Red up quickly. Bryant on a 3-yard run. Paul restoration touchdown. We have the Jim Huggins family extra point kick. Suckwatch to hold. Cole Bowers to kick.
Got it.
It's good. Okay, 14-0 Big Red. We'll be right back.
Looking to build relationships and love God and others? Come check out First Westminster. Join us for Sunday worship at 10:45 a.m. We're located at 235 North 4th Street. We have a thriving children's church and youth group for PK through 12th grade. The Senior Center, called Our Place, is open to everyone 50 and older. It's a hub for resources, education, and wellness. Open every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 8 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. Oh, and join us for Bible study. Men's Bible study is every Wednesday at 10 a.m., and our evening Bible study is open to all at 7 p.m. Looking for a fun and Christ...
Bowers to kick. This one's going to get in the end zone again. And remind everybody this first quarter is brought to you by Ed Sports, sponsored by Brian Radakovich. Ed Sports, Allderdice touchback. We're going to get the ball, get on the 20, Steve. So, this is a great start for Big Red, but it's not a surprise as far as we're concerned.
No, they're doing what they need to do at this point.
2 catches for Kernahan on that last drive. Big Red had great field position. 1 catch by Hill, and Aid Manning's off and running at 3 for 4.
Allderdice will come out tight end, flanker right, wing right, split left, sidecar left, shotgun, takes the snap. Middle screen, it's going to be picked off by a lineman. This is a lineman's dream. Who is that? Is that Gorby?
Is that Noah West? I think that's Noah West.
That is
no, it's
Peyton Gorby. Yeah,
Peyton
good for
Gorby,
him.
the big man.
Good for him. Defensive tackle, read the screen, cut underneath of it, makes the pick and runs it in. I'm telling you, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a kid like that. I'm glad he was able to take advantage of that. Good for him.
Really happy. That's like you said, Stevie, a lineman's dream. And Big Red 20-0 here at 7:18 to go in this first quarter, sponsored by Edge Sports and our good buddy Brian Radokovich. Suckart's the hold, Bowers the kick. Up and good. 21-0. Big Red, 7:18 to go. Let's take a quick break.
It's electric. The Electrico is a family-owned, full-service electrical contracting company that is licensed in Ohio, West Virginia, and PA, but remains community-focused here in our backyard. Dave and Darla Oseba are committed to providing service that is family-backed. Whether it residential or commercial, the Electrico will provide service that will give you peace of mind and even lessen your electric bill. All electrical needs for new construction, remodeling, troubleshooting, whatever it may be, Electrico can do it efficiently. They service one happy customer after another, and for that I can attest. Call Dave Oseba at Electrico, 304-670-8277.
Back here at Harding Stadium, Stevie, I'll tell you something right now. Hey, I know right away, that's going to be the Electrico play of the game, right? I mean, I know that's going to be your pick.
Absolutely. I'll give it to Lyman any day of the week. This one kicked out of the end zone as well.
Again, thanks for watching Elise McIntyre, Geraldine Fullwood, my girl Crystal Terry. We enjoy being here, bringing you high school football. Tomorrow night, remember, we'll be right back here at Harding Stadium as 7-0 Crusaders take on Bridgeport. And then noon, Jimmy DiCarlo and Ashlyn Daly will be at Catholic Central for the volleyball match. Tip off at noon.
Allderdice still spread, pistol, handoff, left side. Nothing going. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That's where they're going to mark it, back at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for Allderdice.
That's Terrell James. Nowhere to go. Allderdice really struggling trying to get something going, Stevie. I'm sure they will.
Trying to get some continuity. They're going to break the huddle here, and they're going to go 3-by-1 spread now. 3 receivers down to us here to the wide side. Single up left, sidecar left, right. Quarterback in the gun. Slip screen out here to the right.
Nice catch.
Nice tackle. Nice open field tackle there by Brody Suckoch.
Brody's a good tackler. Led the team in tackles last year. Does a heck of a job coming up from that safety position.
Well, Ray, I'm going to say it. I know you're a basketball guy, but those wrestlers are great tacklers. I love having wrestlers on defense, and I know Brody's a heck of a wrestler, and it shows when he tackles.
Oh, that's what's going to pay his bills someday when he does in wrestling. Ain't no doubt about it.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
He is.
Allderdice now 2-by-2. Quarterback gun, sidecar left. They got 3rd and 7. Throw out here quickly on an out route to number 3. Nazir Scott. That's going to fall incomplete, so they're going to be forced to punt. Give a quick shot out to Janet, sitting at home, watching her, catching up on her favorite Netflix show at the time. I'll be home pretty soon.
I hope. All right, there, punt formation. Suckwatch deep right on the 50. So Big Red, should be able to take the ball again in good field position. High punt. Brody Fair catches at the 46.
47, great field position again.
Suckots with the fair catch at
the Big Red's ball, 1st and 10. Let's take a quick break.
This broadcast is brought to you by Corey Winjet, financial advisor and a partner of the RWN Group at Baird, private wealth management located at 200 Stanton Boulevard, Suite 40, Steubenville. Call Corey Winjet at 740-282-5024, a proud supporter of Ohio Valley student athletes and Ohio Valley Sports Online.
Big Red quick flip outside to Hill. Out of a reduced formation. We've seen that the last couple weeks. I like that, though. I like how they do that, reduced formation. He just does a little bubble to the near side of the field. They flip it out to him. It's like a speed option, almost extended.
Steve, look how quick Big Red's moving.
2nd and 1, 3-by-1 set. Sidecar right, Manning in the gun. Takes a snap, hands off underneath.
Bryant's
move. Real nice run.
Into the secondary.
He's going to get down to about the Allderdice 26-25. They're going to mark it to 26, I believe.
Another 9-yard gain for Bryant. That's another capital recovery system, 1st down. Manning back to pass. They got him.
Oh, they got him. And that is Lucas Stead. Lucas Stead, 6'4", 220 sophomore for Allderdice with the sack there from his defensive end position.
Loss of 13 on the play.
Minus 13 on the play for Aiden Manning. Manning in the gun. 2nd and 23 for Big Red.
True spread, 2-by-2, sidecar right.
Bryant into the secondary, tripped up.
Kind of a little draw there.
He's going to get about 6.
This is going to bring up 3rd and about 13 for Big Red. 3-by-1 set
My
now.
goodness, Steve.
Spread 3-by-1, sidecar left, handoff underneath. Bryant breaks it. He's down close to a 1st down. He's about a yard short. He's inside the 20 at about the 17, I believe. Nope, they're going to mark him short of that. They're going to mark him at the 18. So it's about 4th and 2.
Big Red multi-substitutions. Don't see Falks in the game. Bryant carrying the load so far. Let's see if we see Falks on the sideline. Hope everything's okay.
Big Red now going to go conventional. They're unbalanced left, wing right, eye backfield. Hill in motion, right to left. Stretch play left. Bryant, he's going to take that to the house. He's in. Touchdown. Big Red, Kajon Bryant.
18 yards in the touchdown around left end at 3:28 to go in the 1st quarter. Big Red. Bryant gets his 2nd touchdown. $23 yards in the score around left end. Bryant having a big game here. Suckhawks to hold again and Bowers to kick. 27-0. Snap up, good. Bowers.
Going to extend the Big Red lead to 28-0 here in the first. 3:28 to play here in the 1st quarter. We'll be right back.
Guida Law Offices can ably represent your interests in real estate and business transactions, probate matters, and personal injury cases. Please visit Guida Law Offices' website at guidalawfirm.com or call them at 304-748-1213.
Do you have a fence that has seen better days? How about a new privacy fence? You probably could use a perimeter fence to keep Fido from wandering off. Call Edwards Fence Company now. They do all types of fence projects and have over 20 years of experience. Wood, chain link, vinyl, split rail, aluminum. Call today for a free estimate. Edwards Fence Company, 740-632-8403. Needless to say, you're going to need a new fence around your new swimming pool too. Call Edwards Fence Company today, a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Polo restoration touchdowns by Bryant. Hayes to kick off this time.
Short.
Down to about the 6
Taking
yard
about
line.
the 6 yard line. And Big Red coverage will get a stop at about the 23-24.
Wrestled down by Shamir Adams. So Allderdice will go in business from there from about the 24 on the left hash. So Cole Bowers getting the break as Hayes kicked off. We got a Mario's Italian restaurant timeout.
Timeout.
With that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Everhart Bove Funeral Home, they believe you should take care of your loved ones while you still can. Pre-planning at Everhart Bove ensures that your family won't have to worry about the stress of final arrangements during this most difficult time. More importantly, they won't have to worry about how they'll pay for it. Visit Everhart Bove Funeral Home today and discover all the affordable options available. Everhart Bove Funeral Home, Wintersville, Richmond, and Burgolds.
Trying to find a local, family-owned pharmacy that doesn't treat you like a number, they treat you like, well, you. Visit Hood's Pharmacy. Find them at 971 Main Street in Follinsby. Hood's Pharmacy is family-owned.
All right, we're back here. Carmelo Gordon in defensively for Big Red.
Allderdice going to boot out. They had a man, number 12.
In and out of his hands.
Christeve combo in the flats. They had him open, but it went in and out of his hands. This is going to be 2nd and 10.
Okay, Big Red's got their second team defense in there. I want to say hello to my man Mikey D'Angelo, big time at the Philadelphia Eagles. Doing a heck of a job representing Big Red. Wish him all the best.
In a real good spot there with the Eagles.
Yes, he sure is.
Coach Sirianni, he does a heck of a job. Love watching the Eagles. Allderdice, tight end right, flanker right. Pistol formation, throwing deep. They got a man, number 5, and that is Royale Bullet Miller. But great coverage there. He's in coverage there.
Number 82.
82. Jaden Christian.
Great
job.
Steve, this is what we talked about. You know, Big Red's had a brutal schedule. You know, get up quick, get some kids out like you was talking about.
Yes.
Sit down. You know, let's stay healthy, move forward.
Their first 7 games have been brutal.
Yes, they
so
have.
I was hoping they'd come out and do what they did up to this point and, you know what, rest those guys.
Absolutely.
Allderdice now 2x2 sidecar right, looking to throw. No time. They're going to call him down. I think it was picked off. I do believe that Julius Mullins did pick that off, but they're going to call him down.
Yeah, Butler tried to get away. His knee went down. Nolan Blackburn makes the pick. In their middle linebacker, sophomore, 5'10", 175.
I think that was 26, Ray.
Had the interception. Nolan Blackburn made the tackle. I'm sorry.
Yes.
He made the tackle on him.
Blackburn on the stop. 7-yard loss on the play.
So I'll tell you, this is exactly what the doctor ordered here. 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Brought to you by Ed Sports. Big Brian Radokovich sponsors this for us.
So Allderdice going to be forced to punt again. Who we got back deep here? I'm trying to see a number. Hard to see. It looks like 18. Looks like Maddox. No.
Trayvon Wiggins. That's Trayvon Wiggins.
16, Trayvon Wiggins.
Sophomore quarterback, 5'10", 175. Sideline warning.
No penalty administered.
Jimmy Sprazza giving out the warnings. Lots of substitution. Try and keep up with him. Their Big Red's got a host.
That snaps over his head. That's going to be bouncing around the end zone. He's going to fall on. That's going to be a safety.
It'll be a safety. Going to get credit. Carmelo Gordon going to get credit for that safety.
That's going to make it 30-0 Big Red.
30-0 Big Red. 2:35 to go. Carmelo Gordon's going to get credit for the safety. 2:35 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Jefferson County General Health District provides public health services focused on community wellness, disease prevention, and protection where Jefferson County residents live, work, learn, and play.
Jefferson County Health District, here to serve you.
Josephine's Authentic Italian Food is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. You can carry out or have it delivered. Do you have an event that needs catered? Well, give Josephine's a call today. 740-282-1599. Josephine's has an extensive menu. Look them up on Facebook or call them now. 740-282-1599. Josephine's Authentic Italian Food, carry out or delivery.
Move up. They're not going to kick it that far. Kicking it from the 20 here. Big Red was playing kickoff. Back deep for Big Red in the middle.
Looks like they're going to punt the free kick.
Zotique Douglas. He's in the middle. They better move up some more. Front line's going to get this one. He's not punting the ball that far. High.
Short. Taking it
Lewis.
to 45. Lewis into Allderdice territory, inside the 40, down to about the 37. They're going to mark it probably 39.
Fast-moving clock.
I always estimate way further than what they mark it.
Quick moving clock here. First quarter, Big Red's first O back in the game. Falk's back in at tailback along with Bryant. So they got two halfbacks in the game. You got a timeout, Allderdice. We're going to stay here. Danny, you want to take a break? You got to take a break.
We know what you want in a chainsaw. You want legendary performance, you want industry-leading ergonomics, and you want precision cutting that gets the job done quickly and safely. That's why we want you to try a Husqvarna chainsaw. With air injection, low vibration handles, and powerful X-Torque engines, Husqvarna chainsaws are trusted by professionals around the world. If you want to take down a tree or clear a forest, you'll want a Husqvarna chainsaw. It's what precision cutting is all about. Visit M&M True Value Hardware on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville today.
We're back here at Harding Stadium, Reno Suckots Field. Big Red 30-0, 2:29 to go in the first quarter over the Taylor Allderdice Dragons. Big Red on the line, Manning in the gun.
Split backs, two sidecars with him. He's going to fake it underneath. Throw outside. That's going to go. That's going to go. Is that Lee Anthony Sewell?
It sure is.
Just a little hitch route. Little hitch right off the play fake, and he's going to take that to the house.
Lee Anthony Sewell for the touchdown. 39 yards. Lee Anthony Sewell, 39 in the TD.
Well, while we're at it here, waiting for the extra point, Union Local St. Clairsville 0-0 in the first. Edison up 14-0 on Buckeye Local in the second. We'll wait for the extra point. Hayden Hicks misses that, so it's 36-0 Big Red. Beaver Local up 14-0 over Indian Creek in the second. Harrison Central leads Waterford 6-0 in the second. Weir High and Martins Ferry 7-7 in the first. Licking Valley leads Lindsley 7-6 in the first. Shadyside up 7-0 on Wheeling Central in the first. Toronto up 21-0 on Connaughton Valley in the second. Wirt Madonna up 8-0 on Bellsville in the first. And that's pretty much for the local teams.
Here we go. Thank you, Steve.
Oak Glen Brooks 0-0 in the first.
Beautiful.
There you go.
The score is brought to you by Fort Steuben Maintenance on the out-of-town scoreboard. Anthony
I'm
Buchanan.
doubling up tonight. I'm doubling up. I'm taking Jimmy's job too. He's on assignment.
That's how easy it is to fill in for Jimmy. You know what I mean?
You know, they pay me the big bucks here, so I'll do double the work tonight.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that, Steve. We want Jimmy to know even though he's on assignment, you see how quick he can be replaced. Hicks to kick off.
Short, high, taking it about the 10. Allderdice bringing it out. He's got a seam. He's going to bring it out close to midfield.
They held him up, got some hits on him. Brandon Reynolds running hard, getting the ball back out to about the 47. Anthony Buchanan sponsors all our Apollo Restoration touchdowns. He's getting his fill tonight. 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Big Red 36-0. And we return to the second team defense, Steve.
Allderdice going to break the huddle. They're going to go 2x2s. Well, wait. Nope. Guy comes off the field. I think they're short a man. They are short a man. Quarterback rolls right, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. The man that came off the field probably should have made the block there on the edge, I believe, because they tried to go 3-by-1 quarterback sweep into that, and he ran off the field, and they only had 10 guys out there, I think.
Butler, quarterback sweep right, loses 3. Big tackle by Kyle Simmons. 1:34 to go, first quarter.
Now Allderdice, true spread, 2x2, sidecar left. Quarterback rolling out right. He'll keep it. There's a flag on the play. It's probably going to be a hold.
That was Rashawn Grayson.
It's strange to see a quarterback in 43.
Grayson gets about 3, but that's going to be called back. There's going to be a holding penalty.
10 yards from the spot, second down.
10-yard penalty. Going to say second down, going to be second and about 15.
Further than that, I think, Ray. Because they had second and the penalties declined, actually.
Okay.
It's going to bring it back. It's going to be 3rd and 8. 7.5, 8.
Allderdice on the ball. Big Red still pressed defensively in the secondary.
Allderdice now 3-by-1. 3 receivers to the far side. Sidecar left. In the gun. Grayson with the snap. Looking. He'll be sacked.
You better tuck that ball away. He's letting that ball hang out there, Stevie.
They're going to call that incomplete. They're going to say his arm was coming forward, so no sack. It's just an incomplete pass. So it'll be 4th and 8.
Big pressure.
We got to get some of these guys that are in there, Ray. I see 64 in there for Big Red. It's Colin Miller. I see 56. It's Ryan Bice.
As usual, 50-50 draw. I'm not even on the right roll.
No, not even close.
Even Christmas.
Charlie Abbott, outside linebacker. Allderdice back to throw. Throws it up deep. Tipped around and intercepted.
The old tip drill, Stevie.
He's got room. He's down the sideline. He's back across midfield and back into Allderdice territory. Didn't catch the number. It's 82. That's Jaden Christian. Jaden Christian with the pick. And a nice run back.
Absolutely on the tip drill.
So I'll set Big Red up 1st and 10 at the Allderdice 45.
Big first quarter.
And we see Lucas McAllister coming in at quarterback for Big Red.
That's what the McAllister needs. The junior get some snaps in here, get some playing time. Look at this formation, Steve.
They're back to that like stacked eye from the sidecar kind of. McAllister goes quarterback sweep left. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Big Red has some reserves in on the offensive line as well. I'm trying to catch him here. I see 75 in there, Antonio Palmer. I see 72, Bo Hudson.
McAllister loses 2, 2nd and 12, Big Red.
I see 63, Miles Cooper.
All the new guys in there, 72 offensive tackle, Bo Hudson. At the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back with some of these substitutions. Let's take a quick break.
Marcino Enterprises is your complete auto and truck repair Repair Center. Marcino Enterprises also offers towing, tires, and vehicle undercoating. You can visit Marcino Enterprises at their new location across from the Winter Drive-In on 43 for 24/7 roadside assistance. Save this number in your phone right now, 740-282-8880. That's an easy number, 740-282-8880. Marcino Enterprises does it all: towing, tires, repair, and vehicle undercoating.
There's a good chance if you're from the Ohio Valley, you'll remember Brad Pavlik from his days as a crusader at Catholic Central High School, and his name will bring back some great memories. These days, Brad's a big supporter of all area local high school teams. Well, here's a reminder that Brad now manages Barrel Toyota and Barrel Ford, and he'll be glad to see you, whether you're looking for a car or just dropping by to say hello. A hometown favorite at two great hometown stores. Get a hometown deal from Brad Pavlik at Barrel Toyota in Cranberry Township and Barrel Ford in Zelienople.
Big Red on the line quickly. Coming right out after a Mario's Italian restaurant timeout.
It went 3-by-1, just spread, sidecar right, just straight handoff there to the back. I believe that was
Zotique Douglas. Gets a 2-yard gain. Big Red out quick. All subs in the game right now for Big Red.
Still 3-by-1, sidecar right. McAllister takes a snap, looking, rolling right. Gets away from a defender, still on his feet, down to about the 35. He's going to be close to a flag coming in late. That would probably be a first down, and no, we don't want that.
And a little extracurricular activity here.
Frustration.
On the sidelines here.
A little frustration from Allderdice. But you don't want to do that frustration on the Big Red side.
Yeah, you did that on the wrong side, brother, man. You had 62 red jerseys around you, and you're punching people. Not a good idea. So let's move forward. Flags everywhere. The second quarter brought to you by First Westminster Presbyterian Church. Minister Jason Elliott. Sorting it out here. Hope there's no ejections.
I don't think there will be at this point. I mean, there was some shoving there. They're definitely going to call the penalty that's on the field. Maybe call it offsetting for the rest of it, and let's just get back to play here.
Okay, Big Red substitutions. We got Trayvon Wiggins in there. McAllister's in there.
Personal foul, 52.
Zotique Douglas running the football.
There's the offsetting.
A block in the back on the offense.
On the line, Antonio Palmer, 75.
From the spot.
So we had exactly what I thought. We had offsetting penalties on the little scuffle there, blocking the back on Big Red, so they'll back it up, keep play going.
Miles Cooper. Logan Lynch. All new linemen in there. Ryan Bice. See if we get any more numbers for you. The new kids coming into play. Kellen Lester, big Johnny Lester's son. Johnny Lester, big Red football player in the early 2000s. Football, basketball. Malin Johnson's son.
So Big Red's going to have 3rd and 10 now from the Allderdice 45. They'll break the huddle. They'll go to that offset eye. They'll go to that gun offset eye. So split left wing, left offset eye, left hand off underneath. Straight ISO.
Kale Simmons gets the carry. Stevie, that's a new formation. Looks like them two backs are just blockers.
Yeah.
Leading up through the hole for a nice power play.
Yeah, that wing and that lead back are just blockers. They hand it off to the tailback. So it's almost like a ISO blast almost that they're running. So that would have brought up 4th and 6, but there's another flag. There's a personal foul against Big Red.
The down counts. It'll be 4th down after the penalty is administered.
Najee Simon in the game. Guys are getting a little upset here, getting chippy.
Well, you got the young guys trying to play physical, trying to,
Get yourself on
show
film.
themselves, yeah,
Right.
show themselves a little bit. So that's going to bring up 4th and about 20. It's a lot. Now
A lot of new ball players in there, Stevie.
Big Red's at their own 46. They're going to go stack guy. We're going to go flanker left, stack guy. Motion up back to the left. Straight ISO again. And he's going to be stopped short, well short. He's going to get maybe to midfield.
Big Red getting in tons of offensive linemen and running backs, receivers. Lots of players in on defense. Going to try and give you all their names. I mean, these kids are getting great time here. They work hard, Stevie. Big Red's played a brutal schedule, and they're getting a chance to play here. It'll be a change of possession here. Can't keep track of all of them, but really want to give you guys, give all our fans out here an opportunity to notice these new ball players that Big Red got in. A lot of different offensive and defensive players, and that's a credit to the Big Red, not only the schedule but the coaching staff. But that's been Reno's MO for all these years. You know, he plays 25 guys always on offense. 25 guys. That's 2 teams.
Allderdice now, they're going to go double split. No, they got a tight end here down to the left. Hold on, they got a timeout. I think they were in the wrong formation because they were trying to figure out who was supposed to be on and off the line out here.
Okay, we got a Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout, so we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Looking to build relationships and love God and others? Come check out First Westminster. Join us for Sunday worship at 10:45 a.m. We're located at 235 North 4th Street. We have a thriving children's church and youth group for...
Hey, they're out on the ball, Steve.
We're back. Allderdice. That's an illegal formation. That tackle's way in the backfield. But anyway, 2x2 set, shotgun snap. Quarterback
Butler
breaks out.
Butler gets about 8. A lot of contact, a lot of pressure put on by Big Red.
Mecca Butler breaks out of that, picks up good yardage. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Say hello to our good buddy listening in New Orleans, Paul Bontautopoulos, down there with Joey Abramowitz listening into the game. 9:47 to go in the second quarter. 36-0 Big Red. Allderdice on the 46-44.
We'll go tight end trips down here. Quarterback sweep to the left to the trips. He'll get tripped up and stopped short of the first down. Picks up maybe 2.
Julius Mullins, well as Nolan Blackburn.
Well, they're marking with a pickup of 1 there, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Dragons.
A lot of different sets here. Got Bice, other players playing in the game tonight. Colin Miller, defensive end.
Same formation. He'll go tight end trips left. The second receiver's like in a wingback's position. We'll go split zone to the right, and that's drop for a loss. Loss of 2.
Just called his number, Colin Miller.
And I know we ain't said it in a long time, and Jags loved it. He dropped the deuce.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Ohio Valley Sports Online here at Harding Stadium, Week 8 of the Ohio schedule. Try and get you them scores at halftime. Barry Berryman Chemical sponsors our halftime.
I'll be on it, Ray. I'll be on it. So it'll be 4th and 5 now for Allderdice. They're going to go for it from the Big Red 45. They'll come out tight end up top, flanker up top, wing split left, sidecar right, and they'll false start.
It'll be a false start. Everybody's moving on Allderdice. Not set. We wanted to get back and throw the football.
Number 54, offense. That penalty is declined.
Second quarter brought to you by First Westminster Presbyterian Church.
Same formation, tight end up top, flanker up top, wing split left, sidecar right, shotgun snap, back to throw.
Butler
and
delivers
he
nice
finds
ball.
his man down at the Big Red 30-yard line.
The first down.
So just a little bit of an update here. I don't think anybody's updated on score stream. It still says Union Local St. Clairsville 0-0 in the first. Beaver Local up 20-0 on Creek in the second. Edison up 28-0 on Buckeye Local in the second. Weir High up 14-7 on Martins Ferry in the second. Harrison leads Waterford 6-0 in the second. Licking Valley, Lindsley still 7-6 in the first. Toronto up 35-0 on Connaughton Valley in the second. We'll get back to them in a second here. Same formation for Allderdice. Tight end, flanker up top, split left, sidecar right, back to throw. Throws over the middle, incomplete.
Butler had nothing.
Wheeling Central up 13-7 on Shady Side in the second. Weird Madonna up 24-0 on Bellsville in the second. And Oak Glen trails Brook 14-0 now in the first quarter.
All our coaches show people Brook, Oak Glen, Weir High, Indian Creek, getting all these scores into you courtesy of the Fort Steuben Maintenance out-of-town scoreboard.
So Allderdice now 2nd and 10 from Big Red 30. There'll be tight end trips down here to left, sidecar right, back to throw, throws up top, fade route. Could have been picked off. Probably better than off, maybe.
Trayvon Wiggins had an opportunity there to get a pick, sophomore safety over, ball overthrown by Butler.
Flag
Looking for
on the
Stead
play.
down the sideline. Got another penalty. Jimmy Sperrazzo going to give it to her. Ineligible downfield.
That penalty is declined.
Big Red declines it, 4th down.
Be 4th and 10 from the 30.
Third down.
Third down.
Okay, 3rd down and 10. Allderdice on the ball, 6:52 to go, second quarter.
True trips right. Split left, sidecar right. Out of the gun. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Thrown over the middle. Got a man.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
drops it. He had Amari Elam wide open coming over the middle. If he can make that catch, definitely a first down. I don't know if he would have taken that in, but definitely a first down, but he can't make the connection there. So that'll bring up 4th down.
Rashawn Grayson alternating at quarterback every now and then with Butler. Well, Grayson's in there now, number 43, I believe that is. Allderdice going to go for it here, 4th and 10 from the 30.
Will come out true trips left. Split right, sidecar right. Grayson back to throw, looking, throws deep, incomplete. So Big Red will take over on downs at their own 30-yard line. 6:39 left here to play in the first half.
A lot of pressure put on by the Big Red secondary. Take a quick break.
Looking for a place to stay? Then stay at the Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn and Suites, conveniently located in the beautiful Ohio Valley next to State Routes 22 and 7 at the gates of Franciscan University of Steubenville. Receive a warm welcome from friendly, attentive staff, providing all the amenities you deserve. Each guest room is done in beautiful modern decor.
Big Red out of the huddle.
Quick.
High backfield, hand off to the right. Nothing going there.
So T. Douglas gets a carry.
Maybe a pickup of one. A little extracurricular. Flags come in.
Daniel Irizarry into the game for Big Red.
Personal foul.
Things getting a little chippy here.
Personal foul. Number 79, White. There's
Offsetting penalties.
Yeah, I guess that's the best thing to do, Steve.
I mean, in this situation here, it's up to the coaches to kind of police their guys. Big Red did. They got him out of the game right away. Bring him over, talk to him, settle him down.
Well, like these young kids are getting time to play, Steve. They're doing the best they can.
They want to be aggressive. They want to play. Big Red double. Tight end right, flanker left, stack guy. McAllister under center, looking to the sideline. Getting the call.
Big Red continues to play. A lot of guys.
We'll motion the up back to the right. We'll go stretch right. Cut back.
Douglas
picks up a few.
Douglas on the carry.
A lot of different people getting to carry the ball. A lot of guys getting to play some football tonight. We got third down to about 7. Running clock, 5:20. It's the longest Big Red's been in the huddle. Usually they're out and on it.
They're running that game clock, or that play clock a little bit, which then in turn runs the game clock. Tight end right, flanker left, stack guy again, motion up back to the left. Fake. McAllister back to throw.
Got him.
Deep. He's got a man. That's number 21,
Kellen Lester. Just like his daddy, Johnny Lester, did for the Big Red. Kellen Lester.
He's going to be down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line.
That's a capital recovery system. First down, McAllister put the ball in the money. Play action pass. Nolan Blackburn calling in a player. Need a running back. Comes Jack High Muntz. McAllister getting the play, letting the play clock run, as you said, Steve. 4:26 to go, second quarter.
Big Red breaks the huddle. Tight end right, flanker left, stack backfield. ISO up the middle, upended. Cale Simmons, I think that was. Cale Simmons carrying the ball from the tailback spot.
Hurt himself.
Picks up about 3. It's going to be about 2nd and 7.
Big Red continues to substitute. DeJounte Wright getting some time. We'll bring Simmons out. He's a little banged up on that.
Took a little shot on the knee there.
Yeah.
Like a helmet to the knee or thigh.
13 seconds on the play clock. McAllister enters the huddle.
Won't get this off, though. They break the huddle. Double tight. Split backs. Quarterback sneak. McAllister close to a first down. Oh, they're going to move the chains. They say he got it.
That's another capital recovery system. First down inside the Guida Law Office's red zone.
So he's down to the 17-yard line. 3:07 on the running clock to play. First half. Big Red breaks the huddle. Double tight, flanker right, eye backfield. McAllister under center. Takes a snap. Stretch play right.
Nice play. Nice move.
That's Zotique Douglas. Zotique Douglas, nice little move. Nifty move into the boundary there. So he'll pick up about 4. We'll give him 4.5. make it 2nd and 6. They say he stepped out of bounds, so clock stopped at 2:42 first half. McAllister in the huddle with a play call. Big Red breaks the huddle, double tight, flanker right eye backfield. McAllister quarterback sneak again. He's going to get close. Flag coming in late.
Oh my. I'm worried about the big man 75, Antonio Palmer. Everybody collapsed on the back of him. Personal foul against Allderdice. Big Red's going to decline it. First down.
First and goal. 1st and goal from the 7.
Running clock, 2:24. There you go, Stevie. We're thinking.
Big Red breaks the huddle, double tight again, flanker right eye backfield. McAllister under center, turns, hands off to the fullback, right side. He's inside the 5, down to about the 2, maybe 3 yard line. See where they mark it. We'll mark it at the 3. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 3.
Muntz on the carry.
Minute 56 rolling clock first half.
Blackburn in the game for Reeves, Carmen Reeves. Want to mention all these kids' names. They haven't get to play. Brendan Dobreff. I mean, a lot of kids getting time tonight, Stevie, and good for Big Red getting them in.
A well-deserved rest for the starters after the first 7 weeks. We talked about that. Flanker right, stack guy, handoff to the second man through. That's number 23, Ja'Kai Muntz. He's going to be stopped with a yard loss.
The big man, Terrence McCain, defensively, 6'3", 278, defensive tackle for Allderdice. Refused to get blocked there. And a lineman on him and a fullback kick out.
3rd and goal from about the, they say 5 on the scoreboard, but it's sitting like about the 4.5, it looks like. 52 seconds, rolling clock. McAllister into the huddle. Big Red breaks the huddle. Still, well, no.
So we got a cramp.
Man go down with a cramp.
Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here from High Valley Sports Online from Harding Stadium.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890.
Guida Law Offices can ably represent your interests in real estate and business transactions, probate matters, and personal injury cases. Please visit Guida Law Offices' website at guidalawfirm.com or call them at 304-748-1213.
Okay, we're back here at Harding Stadium. High Valley Sports Online, Steve Daly along with Danny Vogel and Ray Suckoch here. Reno Suckoch Field. Big Red, 1st and 10 at the 5.
Big Red's tight end over right eye backfield, handoff underneath.
Douglas couldn't get anything there.
I believe that was their counter play. But Allderdice had it kind of bottled up at the line there. Good job by the Allderdice defense. They're getting penetration. So that's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 5.
So the Guida Law Office's red zone.
I don't think Big Red will snap the ball here. 10 seconds.
You want to let it go out here.
5 seconds. They might snap it. They do get it off. They'll hand it off. Counter play. Stopped just short. Stopped at the 1 is Zotique Douglas. So that'll be the half. 36-0 Big Red.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with Pete Barron in our Barium and Chemicals halftime interview.
time of year to reward your young athlete for a job well done. At the Wintersville Trophy Shop, they have all you need for your special athlete, like trophies, plaques, and ribbons for every sport. The Wintersville Trophy Shop, 756 Main Street in Wintersville, 740-266-6905. Call today.
Are you tired of lugging heavy water bottles from the store to your home or office? Look no further than Water Transport in Hopedale, Ohio. For over 36 years, we've been providing premium quality water to the tri-state region. Our team is dedicated to delivering fresh, clean water right to your doorstep. With our reliable and efficient service, you'll never have to worry about running out of water again. Call us today at 740-264-9999 to schedule your delivery and experience the convenience of water transport.
Village Sleep Center is conveniently located at 2528 Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville, or call them at 740-264-5151. Village Sleep Center is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
We're back here at Harding Stadium. Berryman Chemicals halftime interview brought to you by Berryman Chemicals. Got our good friend here, friend of Big Red, devoted his life to it. I want to congratulate him on his 99th birthday. Pete Barron. Pete, thanks for coming on. Welcome to the show, buddy.
My pleasure.
Hey, Pete, before we do anything else, we've lost a couple Warriors for Big Red in the last year, and most recently, just past, our good friend Jimmy Blackburn passed away, who dedicated a lot of his life to Big Red, as well as our main man, Dr. Dan Keenan, who I believe and everybody else believes got this whole role going about 45 years ago when he came in, first as a Grant School principal, consolidated the school, Steve, moved the whole district forward, Pete, and you were part about it. We want to wish the Keenan family all the best on the loss of Dr. Dan Keenan. He was a man amongst men, Pete.
Thanks, Ray, for asking me to be here. And Dan was a very good friend. Jim Blackburn was equally a good friend, but Dan and I became very close. And both their losses are great losses to our community, to our school, and to our football program. Dan Keenan is the reason that our football program and our school system has moved forward. He had a vision. He believed that it was athletics and academics were both important. He also believed in facilities, the upgrade of the facilities, and good-looking facilities, because that's what advertised your school system. And Dan was a man of vision. As you said, he consolidated schools. We did many other things. Who would ever think that you would have a swimming pool at Steubenville High School? And Dan was very innovative, and our school system has progressed basically from his background and his beliefs and his foundation.
Absolutely. I mean, what a great man he was. I mean, what he did for me personally and for my family, I could never repay him. Being a good friend to you, Pete, you were part of that with, 30 years, 20-some years on the school board. He was a great man to work for. I know that, work with.
Dan was a great man to do many things. He was a man that wanted everything to be 100% behind everything. And anytime there was a problem, he believed in getting people together and solving the problem before it got to be a big problem. Dan, again, as I said, a great friend, and he will be missed.
Absolutely, Pete. You got a rich history here with Big Red. I mean, you've been around for most of it. I mean, some of the great teams in Big Red, going way, way back. You hear the great players, Punk Cartledge, who was the running back at that time?
Puck Bergman was a great one.
Bergman, there you go.
And you move on into the Calvin Jones era, and then into keep on going to where we are now. There's been many great football players. Tradition is the most important thing we have, and this is what we base our program on. And this is one of the things that Dr. Keenan believed very deeply in, the tradition carries things. And we are very fortunate here in our community that we have people that care. We are a community that's come on hard times economically, but we still manage to have one of the top school systems in the state of Ohio. Our testing scores and our performance exceeds many other school districts who we think would be much better than us and had much more opportunity, whether financially or in industry and the community. I think in one of the groups we came in 8th out of 607 school districts in Ohio. So that is a tribute to Dan Keenan, and now to Melinda Young, who's carried on with Charlie Joyce and Rich Ronaldo, Mike McVeigh. They've all carried on Dan's programs that Dan believed in.
Absolutely. He started well. His wife Diane, his 3 kids, Charlie, Danny, and Kelly Keenan. I mean, all good people. I mean, it was a great loss to the community. He was active in the community with the Rotary. He was involved in that for 40-some years, just getting everything going. I still remember whenever he consolidated Harding and Grant, it was something that, a little bit of resistance to it, but everybody got behind it and made things go. And then, he set the standard. I remember Rich Ronaldo giving a speech, we're going to build some new schools here. When we talked about building a new Harding school, and Dan Keenan was behind everything.
Dan was, whoever would think again with Grant and Harding, the rivalries that were involved would come of one school. Dan, of course, did this, and it led to many of the academic programs that we were able to have in the Steubenville City Schools.
Pete, what are some of the things that stand out to you in this long tradition of Big Red football, even going back past the 40 years? I mean, we've been closely involved with Reno in his 42-year tenure. Some of the greats, your son played on the state championship team of 84. We've won championships in 05, 06, 17. I mean, tell us some of the history of Big Red, during that and before that.
Well, before that, we started probably the era of the 30s, and before that, the punk cartilage era, which none of us really remember other than what we read about. And then moving into in the 50s with the great team of 1951 with Calvin Jones and Frank Gillum and Punkin Vincent, who went on as a terrific trio, went to the University of Iowa. Of course, Calvin lost his life, but he also won the Outland Trophy. Moving into the 50s, we had a lot of other players. The program kind of went downhill for a while, and my coach came in, Hal Paul, and he revived the program, and we got a lot of people active, upgraded the schedule, upgraded the facilities. He carried on for a while, and then Abe Bryant picked up, and Abe brought us into the All-American Conference, which was the greatest high school conference in the country at that time, with Massillon, Canton McKinley, Niles McKinley Alliance, Warren Harding, and Big Red. Having the opportunity in my earlier life, I was a coach, and I coached at Warren Harding against Big Red for several years. Ironically, I coached against my brother, and my parents received a lot of grief because of this, and your son's a traitor and this and that. And my dad told him, well, I don't pay for that one. He said, I have one also that plays for Big Red. And so that was kind of interesting. It was a family rivalry and a very good one. Moving on, the program went a little bit south until Bob Hedman came in, and Bob was a great man. Bob revived the program. He brought about. He became the athletic. He was the athletic director, and he took the football program over, and then handed it off to Reno. But Bob was a man who, again, he was a very solid individual. He was a hard worker, a very low-key guy, but a very good man. And basically, he laid the foundation, and Reno took it from there. And of course, Reno did his history. He came a long way coming as the football coach at Harding Junior High School, and went on from there as a science teacher and coached at Harding Junior High School, and then went on to Big Red, and then, of course, everybody knows what he's done now.
Absolutely, Pete. I want to switch gears a little bit, and I want to talk about somebody that wasn't employed by the school system, but was right there with us all the way. We lost him in the past year or two. Jim Blackburn, the time he donated to Big Red was unbelievable.
I remember Jim Blackburn quite well because he was my neighbor, and Jim was in the real estate business and did a lot of things, and he got into the video recording business. And his first thing he would go in and videotape people's homes so that for insurance purposes they wouldn't do. Then the bug bit him and he became the videographer. And fortunately, I grew up with Jim and Richie, his son, who's carried on from Jim. But my son was one of the Jim and his son Richie were his assistants who carried all the equipment at that time. They had cameras and they had screens, and it was a big production. Now it's down to a handheld thing. But Jim took no remuneration. Jim was Big Red. He went to every basketball, football game. He video recorded them, and he's passed it on. Jim was a man who was a very universal, and Phil said, we got to get about 100 guys to give $1,000 and get a museum. I said, Jim, there may only be 2 people dumb enough to do that, you and me. I said, well, you can still try. And this was his goal, but he never reached it. But his house is a museum in itself.
Sure is.
And Richie, his son, has taken over. And Richie, again, there's no remuneration on these guys. It's just pure art and dedication. Jim would stay up all night getting the film back way back when they had to get it developed and so forth. Now it's Richie drops it off after the game. But things have come a long way. But through Jim's integrity and interest, I should say, in modern videography, he was able to coerce a lot of improvements, and a lot of it came out of his pocket, and a lot of it came out of telling other people and trying to get help. But we have right now, thanks to Jim, probably the best video system anyone has anywhere. We're up to date. We're just like the big time, the colleges and the pros, in the way we handle our video things and the way our coaches are able to work and be prepared through the video. But Jim Blackburn, again, he was